Hello everyone, this is your helpful cephalon here to showcase another steel path-worthy build. This video is on the laetum, another incarnate weapon. Very similar to the Fenrir, in that it acts as a handheld turret. This weapon absolutely shreds in steel path, and is one of the most viable weapons in my arsenal, that I highly recommend getting. And without further ado, let's get into this. Before we get started, let's have a quick refresher on the laetum. The laetum is essentially a handheld turret. It has two forms to it, one being the evolution state, much like all incarnate weapons. The second form of this weapon boosts its fire rate, and gives it an AoE-like property to its bullets, where, on the impact, the bullets explode in a range, damaging enemies as well as boosting the overall damage. When it comes to this weapon, I believe the second form is better, but it also does pack quite a punch in its first form, acting as a semi-automatic piston. See, we are now in the steel path, to show you all what this weapon can really do. Now this weapon is an incarnate weapon, and so in order to get to its second evolution, you must charge up the weapons bar, in order to transform it, and one's doing so you can just lay siege to a room of enemies, which is pretty nice. I will say, when it comes to the evolutions of the laetum, which you can upgrade by completing missions for said evolutions like any other incarnate weapon, it doesn't really matter what evolutions you choose to equip on your laetum. As the way I see it, it's all personal preference. There are some that are better than others, yes, but it all comes down to personal preference, whether you want extra critical chance over status chance, or extra fire rate over something else. It all really comes down to personal preference. Other than that, the way I build this weapon is by just adding a ton of multi-shot, critical chance, status chance, and sprinkled with a healthy serving of viral like any other one of my weapon builds. As you can see, there is a huge pattern. I love me some good old-fashioned status plus crit plus viral. Now onto the build self. For the status, I have galvanized diffusion for the multi-shot. I have galvanized shot, then it's primed. Pistol gambit for critical chance, then auger pact for a boost in base damage, then it's pistol pestilence for toxin damage, and a boost in status chance, then frostbite for the cold to create viral, then primed target cracker for critical damage, and finally hornet strike for a boost in base damage. For the arcane, I have secondary deadhead, however, you can change this to whatever you want. It's all personal preference. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe and comment down below on any future builds you want to see next. And with that, this is your helpful cephalon signing out.